my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Charles Entry. I'm a tax consultant, but I'm passionate about farming. Personally on my channel, I talk about farming in Ghana, anything related to farming. Today, I'm at Medina. I'm here to visit a poultry farm. The person I'm here to interview today will be learning a bit about COVID-19 as he works at Noguchi to educate us one or two things. Then later, talk about life. Generally, then later go to his farm to look at the poultry farm, how he goes about it, the practices and all. So join me as today's conversation will be very exciting. Catch you. I'm here with Dan, a poultry farmer, a part-time poultry farmer, and a part-time, I'll say scientist, well, probably. As we are here, we are coming to talk about poultry farming in Ghana. So yeah, Dan, you're welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
I know, as I introduced myself, I heard you work at Noguchi and you do farming too. So basically, you just tell us about yourself, just some quick intro for my viewers to know who Dan is, what Dan does.
Okay, I am a first degree holder from the University of Ghana and currently at Noguchi. Actually, right after school, I joined Noguchi and I've been there since. So I did service there by the grace of God and with the help of some prominent people. I got my way into Noguchi. Okay. And I've been there since 2013.
Oh, I've been there for quite a long time.
Yeah.
2013. So you completed which year?
So that should be 2012.
2012, at the National Service.
Yeah.
Nice. I also went to University of Ghana, for those who don't know. So going back a bit, I know you do farming, you do poultry farming. Is it that you did a break in school or how? Or what course did you do in SS? And which SS did you go to?
I'm on Odeshi. I went to Ukwas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I did business.
Sure. Interesting. I also did business.
Wow, that's nice.
Okay, so then how did the whole farming idea come?
Well, like you said in your intro, I'm also passionate about farming. If we go around, you see some bit of plants, and then the poultry farm.
Sure.
Yes, I'm enthused about nature. Most of the time, I just sit and watch nature if there is any around me. So talk of going to the beach, just sit down and watch the sea and begin to imagine.
Yeah.
You know, if it's maybe village, I sit, maybe just look at the way birds move around. I have a pet, a cat, that gets so close to me, and sometimes some of my pictures, people get so,
You take pictures of the cat?
Oh yeah, myself and the cat.
Oh,
and
that's nice.
Sometimes people will be like, why is the cat so close to you? Yeah. So I am like that with nature, basically. So I think it's not that I did a break, but the little break in GHS and then SHS also, he helped in the interest. Yes.
Oh, okay. So like, when did you actually start farming, like going to poultry farming?
Okay, that should be 2018 December.
So last 2 years.
Yes. 2018 December, I didn't start on my own.
Okay.
I have this friend, Emmanuel Ado. I call him Nanaya.
Sure.
Yeah. So one day he just called and said, "What's up for this season, December season? Christmas season. We need to make some money." So in the conversation, he said he has this poultry. He's read them; they are ready for sale. But looking at him and the people around him, he's not sure he'll be able to sell all of them.
Okay.
So from where I work, definitely I'll know 1 or 2 big people who either can buy 1 or 2 birds or even more and stock them in their fridge. These big men, that's how they do. Yeah.
Nice and large quantity.
Yes. So when he said, I said, fine, then we need to start making the adverts. So that was around October, November. And we made noise. Let me put it that way because
like marketing it.
yes, on my status.
Okay.
So this is a secret though. People thought I was the one
who actually
yes,
did it.
because we had pictures and videos of the birds as they came in day one.
Okay.
So that's how we put them, and then later December the birds arrived. And I tell you, by the grace of God, the birds arrived on the 23rd of December. As if we brought them from the village. That's where we did them because my friend didn't have any space here in Accra.
Yeah, mostly people who do the farming, most of them are in the village. Then later, if they want to market, they bring it.
Yes, because here in Accra, you know, this is an urban dwelling. You can't bring those animals to come and make noise and all that. So the birds arrived on 23rd December night. Yeah. And I tell you, by 25th December morning, everything is gone.
During those times, there's Christmas season, so mostly everyone wants like to get chicken at least in their home for Christmas.
And most of them will like it fresh. And you know, live birds, they want to see it being slaughtered.
Oh, okay, so they come and they choose or something that you do it.
Yes, and then those from afar, you know, because we did social media advertisement, we had people making the orders on social media, and then we had it delivered to them. So we slaughter, dress, and then we deliver.
Okay. So if let me ask, so you brought them live here? They did the slaughtering everything here, or you just slaughtered them at their end?
No.
Oh, okay.
We brought them here because we knew people, or some people will come to us and make the pick themselves.
Sure.
Yes. So someone will come, and then I want a bed. How much? We say go in, pick it up. So as you come out, we weigh it for you, then we give you the price of it.
Okay.
So people did the live picking. They want to go, even they were not even some were not ready to do the slaughtering the same day, you know, because
so they just buy it live and just take it
home. Yeah. So that's why we didn't do that. We didn't do that there in the village, but we brought them there.
Sure. That's nice. So from there, how did you go? So after selling them, then later you started yours personally.
So that was 2018, like I said, December.
Yeah.
Fast track forward 2019, January. Then we met again and we were like, wow, sales was good. We didn't run at a loss, not in any way, by the grace of God. And we're planning on another season, another festive season, which was Easter 2019.
Sure.
So we asked ourselves, what are we going to do? Then we both planned and said, fine. Ima said he's not going to it because of time constraints. So I said, fine, then let me do it. So we started, you know, scouting where we're going to site it. Since I cannot go
that's one of the major challenges. If you are probably intending your own farm, the location itself is a problem.
That shouldn't be a hindrance. I would say a challenge, not a problem.
Okay.
It is something that is going to challenge you. You need to find out how to solve it. But if you target problem, it becomes something scarier. But if you say it's a challenge, then it means you are optimistic of overcoming it. Okay. So in everything I'm going to say, every obstacle, I'm going to use the word challenge because by the grace of God, some I was able to overcome it, others I'm still working towards it.
Okay.
So we scouted and then we realized we can do it at home. We began to do the calculations and you know the number of beds that we would need to start with and all that. And in Easter, the beds were ready for sale.
Okay.
So that was the first, let me see, personal that I started.
So when you were starting, how many beds did you start with?
In Easter, we did broilers.
Okay.
And then we were aiming at 50 beds, just 50 beds. And so if you're aiming at 50 beds, you have to put in some spillovers.
Yeah, because normally when they are day, you tend to have some mortality.
Yes. So we bought a total of 70 beds.
Okay.
Assuming we have some death and casualties, then the rest that will be left, if you're able to sell our 50, if there are 10 left, at least the 10 can cater for family and friends.
The family and friends. So yeah, that one day. Once people know you are like raising beds, then for example, will come and want some free.
Sure.
I get you. I get you. So how much did you start with the 70 beds you bought?
Yeah, so we bought 70 beds. Last year, the broilers were, if I get my figures right, it should be like 5 CD, 30 pesos.
5 CD, 30 pesos?
Yes, for one, the day-old chicks.
Okay.
And then for sale, when they were ready, we sold one as high as 70 CDs. Because those ones,
and they were quite heavy.
Yes, they were very big. I call them turkey.
And they were that big?
Yeah, they were that big.
So I used to feed them constantly.
Yes. For them, theirs is eat, sleep, eat, sleep. Unlike the layers who like running around, the broilers who are the lazy ones. They eat, then they sleep.
Personally, they are going for their meat, so that's their job. That
Yes,
they're supposed to do.
yes, yes.
Okay. So now, like, how many beds do you have around?
Currently, I'm doing layers.
Layers. Okay.
Yes.
So why the switch? Why start with broilers? Why the layers at the beginning?
Like I said, I am not an agri extension officer. I got into it because of the interest. You know, I started. I wanted to do it as a hobby.
Okay.
And then it switched to business. You know, I helped him sell because I just felt, let's do something for money. So it was business initially. With mine, when I started, I said, let me do it for fun, you know, hobby. And then I switched because now I want to go into business.
Okay.
So that's why.
Definitely, when the hobby comes in and you realize they are growing, you can sell them and make some earnings from it.
Yeah. So I'm doing layers because I have had a try on broilers.
Okay.
I wanted to know about layers. So by the grace of God, maybe next time we have enough funds, you know, everything around us, you want to go full time into it, then you know where you are going. Either you are going broilers or layers or cockerels, or you are doing everything. You know, it's good to have first-hand knowledge on everything. Yes, at least.
I get it. But speaking, my other interview I had with a guy who also did this poultry farm. I watched the other videos too. He also said he has done broilers. He actually began with broilers. Then later he did layers. And now he's doing cockerels. I say cockerels because now cockerels, they're not hard to raise.
Yeah.
And they are tough because they are males, so they are tough than the broilers and the layers.
Okay, I think the guy you're talking about shares something similar with me because I intend to do cockerels after this set of layers.
But personally, I feel layers you would earn more in that one, you can sell eggs, you can sell beds, you get it. Than let's say broilers are only selling the beds or cockerels are only selling the beds. What do you think?
And you're right. Like I said, I just wanted to know how, or get knowledge on every aspect of poultry. Yes. So, though I'm switching, or I will be switching to cockerels, it's for business and it's for knowledge. So, either way, I don't lose.
Sure. All right. So, what? Let me say, advice you have for someone who wants to start his own poultry farm? How can he go about it? So I know starting, there will be challenges. As you said, you're not an agri extension officer, right? So you starting the whole knowledge, like how did you go about it?
In our generation now, nobody should say, I can't do this or I can't do that. There will be obstacles in your way.
Sure.
Yes, and you have to find your way over it or around it. You don't have to stand in front of the obstacle forever. You have to find your way over it or around it. So you keep moving. in our generation, I don't see why you should say I can't know how to do something. This video is going to be uploaded to YouTube.
Yes.
People are going to watch it.
Exactly.
So there are similar videos of know-hows on YouTube, everywhere in social media.
Now the information is everywhere.
Everywhere. So personally, apart from the interest my friend showed me or made me get, I learned most of the things on YouTube. You know, how much quantity of feed is required of them every day. I learned it on YouTube. I read about it.
Okay.
You know, I've downloaded articles and more information about how to go about it. Yes. So how to start, what you need, you know, the capital that is it's good to start with. You know, all those things you need to read them. If you don't read them, there's the likelihood that midway in your business something goes, and then because you didn't know about it,
You probably
lose interest, and then maybe lose all your bets.
Yeah.
So I read and learned most of my things online.
Okay. So, how much did you start with? Well,
Capital.
Someone is capital wise. Someone is there, he doesn't know the amount, probably the number of beds. If you can give us an estimate. Like the amount.
I've done two sets of beds, the broilers and layers.
Layers.
So which one do you want?
Oh, okay. So now you are doing layers. So let's go with layers.
You know, if I mention the figure now, people will run away.
Interesting.
No, if I mention the current expense figure
Okay.
as of today, people will run away.
Why is that exorbitant?
It's huge, but mind you, it's a part-time thing, and I'm just a research assistant at Noguchi.
Okay.
Okay, I will not say just fine. I'm a research assistant at Noguchi.
Yeah, let me just chip this in. As you can see, I already know smarts. The cases keep rising.
Yeah,
There are people who are out there who still think Corona is not there. Please, Corona is there. I don't know. Probably you can add something so you can let them know that the thing is serious.
yeah, it's serious.
I'm supposed to wear your nose mask everywhere you go. No, my previous videos I normally wear nose mask, but today you see me wearing nose mask. You know how like important like the cases are going or how things are turning out. So please wear your nose mask. If you take Trotsky wherever you go, just wear the nose mask and just be safe. You might never know. Don't trust yourself too much. Yeah. So let's just go on. So as you are saying, you're a research assistant at Noguchi. Yeah. So you're saying something.
And one,
As of last year. So how much did you? So if you can help us with the estimates of how you started.
okay, like I said, I wouldn't want to, or if I mention the full amount that I have spent up to today, it will be so huge, I might scare somebody away.
Sure.
But like I said, that is a challenge to whoever
Wants to start.
Yes, whoever is watching us now. I started with about, let me see, less than 300 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Yes. You know, 300 Ghana cedis is what I used to make the order. I ordered for the beds.
Okay.
And it took about a month before the beds arrived.
Can you tell where you ordered them from? So someone can also.
Yes. I might probably give you the information, the you know, the name and then the contact of, so you can add to the video.
Okay,
yes,
sure.
but the person is located at Adenta, Pantan Junction.
Okay. So kindly check the description side for the details of the person who supplies the checks, the old checks.
So this 70 CDs, like I'm talking about, is what I used to order for the beds.
Okay.
Then, you know, when the beds come, they will sleep somewhere.
Exactly.
Make sure all those things are in place. You know, if you fail to plan, you will manage to fail. The structure for the beds, you know, you don't need to get the whole amount ready before you start.
Gradually, small.
Yes, when we go to the farm, you realize I have 3 cages.
Okay.
I started with just one, and I bought the materials for the cage one after the other. So maybe today you get some loose, savings. You buy this. The next day you buy that. The next day you buy this. When everything is ready, you just call your carpenter to come and put the structure down. Yes. So everything you do it one at a time. We are not that rich to get everything in place in one day. Okay. Sure. Yes. So by the time the 30 days was up and my beds, I was expecting my beds, the last thing I bought was glucose, which is needed for them when they come. The day-old chicks, because they are going to be on a flight from, mine is coming from Holland.
Okay.
Yes. So they are going to be on a flight, they are exhausted. Day-old chicks, you can imagine being on a flight. So when they come, the first thing they take is glucose. You mix it with water. Yes, to boost their energy, whilst they see the feed around. So the energy, going to help them not become too dull.
Okay.
So glucose came the last, and then that night, the birds arrived. They arrived around 11 p.m. Okay. So I had to go to airport to pick them up. So met the importer. And then when you get there, you realize that people are in business. Yes.
Wow.
We are just taking a crate, 70 beds, or let's say my layers now were 100.
Sure.
Just a crate of them, and people are loading hundreds of crates.
Then the poultry business is booming.
Yes. So you don't need much, but you need to have a source where or you need as and when you can, push into it.
Yeah.
Because for your birds, the broilers, you're going to do the selling after 3 months.
That's the time for maturity.
Maturity. People do less than that.
Less than 3 months.
Oh yes. That's the secret.
Is it like they give them different forms of feeding or?
That's the secret. People or chicken lovers don't know.
Okay.
You buy a chicken that was very cheap, and you realize or you think, it's good I bought from here. No, some of them are not really mature. Some take about, instead of the 3 months, some take like 2.5 months. Some take 2 months, and then they come out for sale.
But I was thinking when you buy them, you weigh them to know what you are buying first.
You are buying in weight, but mind you, you're also looking at the maturity of the bird. So you see, some broilers you can't even break their bone.
Oh, okay.
But most broilers on the market from the cold store, and then their bone is broken. Even during slaughter, you can have a bird that breaks its bone when it is not even dead yet.
Oh, okay.
So that's the maturity I'm talking about. Some birds don't mature and then they come out. But mine is 3 months. So if you're doing broilers and you're going to be making your sales after 3 months, you have to look for source of funding between the arrival time and then your sale time, so you can make your sale and then take your profit out of it. With the layers, you have to wait as long as about 6 or 5 months.
Before you sell them?
Before they begin to lay.
Oh, okay.
With the layers. So you see, you can't have no source of funding if you are doing layers, because you have to wait that long. They'll be eating, and then you have to be giving them the necessary.
They really eat a lot.
Yes. So, like I said, you need to start with something small. You are doing some small business somewhere, you can start with the farming. So your little profit that comes here, you don't just spend it, but you can invest here. So one day, left is giving you profit, right is giving you profit.
That's nice. Because most people are home, probably done with national service. They didn't get any job to do, and they're just there waiting for school to come and
such people, I pity them. But you are excluded if you didn't know about poultry.
Exactly.
But if you say you don't know what to do, then I still pity you. Because in Ghana, there are a lot of things to do. Okay. Currently today, I tell you the most profitable venture is farming.
Oh, that one, the pure fact.
Let me be specific. Animal farming.
Sure.
Yes, because with cash crop or with crop farming, you are dependent on the weather. But with animal farming, just make sure everything is right. And rain or shine, you make your sale. Okay, so don't be scared, but just start thinking around the box. There are a lot of things to do.
Your facts.
Forget about the number I have now Forget about the number I started with. Forget about the amount I invested in. Look at your own. Check your pocket. How much do you have? Okay. And no amount is little.
Sure.
If you want to do 3 bets, go ahead. Start it. Get the knowledge about it. Then one day you can open wide and then do it big. Okay. So I didn't quote the amount because I don't want to scare anyone, but I've quoted the amount I started with.
Sure. Is it 200 cedis, right?
Yes.
Sure.
That I started with. And you buy your things one after the other. Don't buy, you can't buy in a large scale except if you want to go and do full-time poultry. That is when you have to really wait, plan your finances, and then you go into it. I want to do it as a part-time. I want to do it as grasping the knowledge, and then one day you go large. Start something small. National service allowance is like 559.
559, yeah.
Yes, 559. Just take all your expenses out. Let's say you are left with 100 cedis. Don't worry. Wait till the next month. Okay.
So you keep saving,
and then you keep saving. Even if you save in 2 months, which you have 200 cedis. 200 cedis can buy a lot of materials. Wood, mesh, wire mesh, water trough, feed trough, all those things. Yes, you've started. I told my friend said, can you really do this? I said, I don't know. But when I finished with, in fact, when I bought the first Wawa board, I told my friend I can't go back. Because who's going to buy my Wawa board now if I don't want to do it?
Once you finish something, you have to start.
So the cage was now ready. Then he asked again, are you still ready? I said, boss, if I don't do this, who is coming for this cage for sale? Who is going to buy it?
Sure.
So you get to a point and then you tell yourself or you encourage yourself that there's no going back.
Once you've started, keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, so on this note, we'll end with the first part of our conversation. As you said, the bit I got from Dan is keep going no matter what. Don't be discouraged. Start with something small. Gradually, you will get there. If you are saving on national service, just even if every month 100 cedis or even if 50 cedis, gradually, you'll get there. So yeah, we are going to look at the farm, the poultry farm, some farm management practices on how it goes about his farm activities, managing part-time, and also being a farmer. We also look at that. So join me as we go to the second part of the conversation.